Hey guys, this is StereoDragonGravity at Locals, and my good buddy Jared here is going to show us his Bermuda Triangle deck. Let's go.
It's Riviere, and the deck is just so fun. I like it because it has a really good balance between offensive and defensive right now, but when her Legion comes out, it's really just going to go to offensive. But yeah, for the triggers, the starter is obviously the grade 1 in the right chain. When you write it, when you write the grade 1, you look top 7 to add a grade 2 or 3. And yeah, it's kind of the necessity. The triggers are 4 draws. Oh no, 6 draws. Sorry, I'm bad. But this draw, when you put it in soul, it gives only +3. It's 6 draw. Like I said, the deck is almost like the pure embodiment of like offensive and defensive, like coordination. And since I said that, I think you can guess my next ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crits. Because critting your opponent is fun. Let's just all be honest. You get that you get that little feeling on the inside when you crit your opponent per game. You're just like, I feel so bad, but I feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, good like offense defense. 4 heal. And that one's just random. I don't know why I have it in there, honestly. Next for the grade 3s.
You confuse your opponent because you see 3.
Top idol Riviere. The grade 3 of the right chain. She gains 1,000 of the grade 2s in soul. And its effect is whenever attack hits, you can counter blast 2 in the battle phase and get 3 units +5, so it's a soul saver on Vanguard. It's a really good effect early on. Like it's pretty good. Like you don't want to stick on it for long.
1 to 10, how would you rate it in today's meta, its ability?
Like Riviere the deck?
Riviere as a card.
As a card?
And how it works with your deck.
Just as a card in general against the meta, like maybe a 4.
But
3.
It's worked amazing for you.
Yeah, I've gotten like 2nd. It's silly, but I do trigger sack, so that's probably why. For 2 Eternal Idol Pacifica, her effect is whenever you attack, counter blast 3, return 2 units from your field to your hand and call 1 from deck. What I like to do is I like to get the right chain off with Riviere, and then use her effect once, and then go to Eternal or do something of the sort, and then then basically you're just beating them down with power. Have like 10 cards in hand. But yeah, she's very good. Now the next 2 are kind of weird. 1, Top Idol Pacifica, Soul Charge 1, draw a card, put 1 on bottom. Her Mega Blast, I just don't even remember what it does. Like it's like
3 units.
Just 3 units from deck. Like you're probably never gonna use it. And yeah, it's there to make cross-ride numbers basically. Then 1 break ride, because if you miss the right chain and you ride the break ride, you're still getting a draw from the right chain, and it basically even things out. And break riding, basically going Pacifica, the break ride, and this is just so good. And the break ride is return 2, draw a card. Now for grade 2s. Bad. Or Super Idol Riviere, she's the grade 2 of the right chain. Her effect is whenever you ride Top Idol Riviere on top of her, you draw a card, and the grade 1 has to be in the soul, which is something important to note for later, and I'll bring that up later. But yeah, 1k of the cards in soul, and yeah. Next, perfect. Someone's trying to throw cards at me, and my hand blocked it again. Yeah, that's what you just saw. Never seen someone who could throw cards that perfect though. But yeah, 3 Mermaid Idol Flute. Her effect is if you have 4 more Bermuda Triangle rear guards, including herself, she's an 11k attacker. Again, she's a perfect balance between the offensive and the next card, which will be a defensive card. It really works. It's kind of creepy. But it works. I like to have Eternal Idol on field, attack with that by itself, because it'll hit 11 and can hit Vanguards, return it, and even call another one, and makes things so silly. Next is the defensive side of the grade 2s. 3, Diva the Clearwater Iizumi. She's the 10k intercept. One problem I see people make with 10k intercepts is they'll overguard for them and minus their self and shield. The point of the 10k intercept is to have, I'm not doing hands right, just looking like, yeah. The point of a 10k intercept is to plus and shield, but if you're dropping 15 like k down every turn, you're minusing in shield, and it's an 8k. So yeah. Now for the grade 1s. 4 grade 1s of the Ratchet. Yeah, that is disgusting. Her effect is whenever the grade 2 rides her, drop. And if you have the grade 1, grade 0 in Soul, she gains +1. Yeah, it's pretty simple. 4 perfect guards, because perfect guards. Just perfect guards. There's no real reason to explain why.
Perfect guards, damage check.
3 Mermaid out of Flute. She is very silly. She really works well with the next 2 cards, and if you don't hit your grade 1, you can ride her and soul charge, and if you end up soul charging the grade 1 of the ride chain, so let's say that's what it is, then ride the grade 2, you get to draw, because if you end up riding the grade 3, if you do all of that, you get to draw, because her effect is as long as you have the grade 2 in soul, or grade 1 in soul, you can draw. So basically, if you can soul charge it, it's dumb. It's very dumb. And build soul for the next 2 cards being, I don't know her name, but her effect is Soul Blast 2 draw card. Ural, I guess. But it's very, I like it. Because drawing is good, especially in this deck, because your hand is just enormous. Next to Kira. She's Soul Blast 2 on flip 2, because the deck's grade 3s are pretty Counter Blast heavy. She's a Counter Blast 3 and she's a Counter Blast 2. And doing her 2 turns in a row is very funny, or 3, because you can keep bouncing her, and it's very fun. That's the deck. Overall, it comes down to how you play it. And I'm just going to give a tip for people that want to build Riviere. Don't play cards that bounce. It counteracts Riviere. It just doesn't work. And if you play bounce cards, I swear to God, I will come and find you and kill you.
What?
That is my biggest pet peeve ever. Don't play bounce cards, okay? If you play bounce cards, you're going to die. Bye!